Hey, everybody. It is Thursday here in Northwest Houston. It's getting cold again. Um, so there's a guy, his name's Ron Vaimberg, and he's a mortgage sales coach. All right. And this guy has got golden information. And I've been talking to him for years. I was a mortgage broker in California, and like first year I had my license. Um, 2003, he came to San Diego and he taught me about how to ask for referrals. And then the next year he came, he taught me about a niche market. All right, all of those produced really well for me. And then I'm like, listen to his podcast. I'm like, God, there's really good information. It's not, it shouldn't just be um, for the mortgage professionals, right? He talks a lot about um, getting the referral relationships with accountants and financial professionals, right? Um, you give them some business, you refer them to your clients, and then they refer you to their client, back and forth, back and forth. You know, um, and what we do is actually, um, you know, they can do both, right? They can be they can refer. They have to get a license, right? But they open up their database to you know to me or to well, the whole time I'm building a team underneath them, the people that they can refer to their own team, right? And back and forth, and then and it would they would get paid more. They would get paid on the insurance and the investment side, right? And so he goes and breaks down this um, this triangle, this success triad. It's marketing on the bottom, and then selling, and then the business, the details, like the product type, the mortgage, you know, niches, right? Is it the the loan product? Is it their stated income? Is it for investment property, owner occupied, multifamily? Whatever, construction lane, whatever. That's that whole minutia right there. We had the same thing with ours. With our, what's the Transamerica, Nationwide, Pacific Life, whoever, um, Everest, um, you know, um, Prudential, whatever, learning learning all that stuff, and where the meat, where you're really making it is in your marketing and your selling, and then he's talking about aligning your presentation to the way people make decisions. I thought that was brilliant, right? It doesn't matter what products you have if you don't have the people to sell to. Oh, hey, talking right to us, right? Talk right to what we do, right? Um, you know, the programming that runs people's brain, what's in it for me, how people make decisions. I wrote up here on the top says when they say, I have an existing relationship. I get that all the time. And he's like, you got to build that trust. You got people who got to know that we're different than other financial professionals. And he's saying the same thing to these mortgage professionals, right? Um, the you know, got to put your arm around the guy and say, hey, I'm gonna um, make sure you understand what to do, right? And create that unique client experience from the very beginning, right? Make them feel comfortable. You know, the Oh yeah, and then when people learn, he's saying when people learn these things and they try it and it doesn't work right away. I had this experience the other day, man. I'm seeing this guy. I used to be the estimator for LED City. They had the first OEM in China manufacturing LED lights. I stopped into a sign company. This should be a no-brainer, right? Oh, they were all Chinese. There was three of them. Only one spoke English barely, right? That's should have been a no-brainer, but I didn't. I'm gonna still go by and see today. I got a little video I got to show them, you know. But there's a whole bunch more sign companies around, right? That it's getting that rapport, creating that commonality, right? Helping them out, all right. And he's talking about like basically your script. Hey Tiffany, I want you to know that I'm not like your average financial professional, right? And it says your RES, when your brain starts looking for the answers, um, so when you talk to people, say, hey, with your permission, um, I may ask you, you questions that no other financial professional is going to ask you. And the reason why is because your answers are going to better help me find your solution. Okay. And these, their brain starts, registering what you're doing, right? And starts liking what you're doing when you start talking to people and, you know, helping them find their own answers, right? So just beautiful stuff here, right? Um, I've been trying to tell him for years, man. You know, So I'm actually going to promote his information to the mortgage professionals I know here in Houston, and everywhere else. Because I just think what he teaches is golden, but it shouldn't just be for them, right? I mean, what he's saying isn't that specific to the mortgage world. It's just more smart sales. But yeah, um, but I wanted to share that with my team. A big thing, with when you're talking to people, being in the right market, people that understand money, understand what we do, and want what we have. All right, and people that don't, you're asking for a challenge, because if they cared about money, they'd have money, right? And if they had money, what we do would be very interesting to them. All right, have a great rest of the day.